go and sin no more. True meaning of John chapter 8, verse 10 through 11. So this verse is commonly used by false teachers, they of the circumcision, to promote sinless perfection, to try and put you back under bondage to the law. They use this verse to trouble the sheep, that if you're still sinning, you're not saved or whatever, or that you're going to hell if you don't stop sinning. They use this verse to say that it's possible to no longer sin. So let's read the verse at hand. John chapter 8, starting verse 10. When Jesus had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Now, what this verse doesn't mean is that it is possible to no longer sin. All Jesus is saying is that to the woman caught in adultery is to go and sin no more. To say that sinless perfection is possible is to contradict 1 John chapter 1, verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. So it looks like every believer still has sin within them. If we still have sin within us, then this means we're still going to sin. It's inevitable. So why did Jesus say, go and sin no more? Well, a good comparison I thought of is when schools have assemblies or whatever, and they put posters on the wall saying don't do drugs and whatnot. Now, are we going to automatically assume that every student that reads or gets told don't do drugs is not going to do drugs later in their life? No, we can't automatically assume that. So why do these reprobates automatically assume the woman caught in adultery will go and sin no more, as in never sin again? It makes no sense. Now, here's a biblical example. Here's an example in the Bible where God tells someone not to do something, but they do it anyway. Starting Genesis chapter 2, verse 16. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it, for in the day that thou eatest thereof thou shalt surely die. So God tells Adam to not eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, aka God tells Adam to not sin. Obviously, Adam and Eve defy God and eat of the tree. So that's all Jesus is saying. He's instructing the woman to go and sin no more. I mean, what else is he supposed to say? Keep committing adultery? No, that would go against what Jesus stood for. When the woman went off on her way later in her life, when she did sin, grace covered it. Because where sin abounds, grace does much more abound. That's all I have to say. Go and sin no more. True meaning of John chapter 8, verses 10 through 11.